Welcome back to the Shoulder to Shoulder podcast. My name is Bryce Daymond, and I'll be giving you guys a quick rundown of what's been happening in Caravan sports over the past couple of weeks. Uh, the day I'm recording this, it's Wednesday, April 23rd. We've just come back for spring break, which means that all of our spring sports are pushing towards the end of their seasons, getting ready for playoffs, and hopefully starting to find the energy to power through their seasons with spring break over. So let's just start with lacrosse. And lacrosse had an amazing start to the season, 5-0. They've had a couple of tough losses over the past couple of weeks, losing some conference matchups against St. Ignatius 11-1, Loyola 15-3, and in addition, they lost to Marist 8-5 in a hard-fought matchup. We definitely have to be sharper in preventing opposing teams from scoring so many goals, but I'm sure Coach Kelly and his team has utilized some of the time for spring break, some of the practices to really prepare for their matchup against Oak Forest tomorrow, Thursday, April 24th, at Bar Dowling at 7 o'clock. I believe we will try to broadcast that game on the Caravan Broadcast Network. And looking ahead for the lacrosse team, their game that was scheduled for Saturday at Bar Dowling this Saturday was rescheduled. That game was against Lane Tech, and it will now be in late May. But their next matchup is against Marmion Academy at home at 6:30 on Tuesday. So I'm excited to see how the lacrosse team uh, can hopefully bounce back, continue to stay the course on the season, uh, and excited to see them on action on the Caravan Broadcast Network as well. So we continue to hopefully try to broadcast their matchups. Let's move on to volleyball, and they're back in action tonight against Revis High School on Wednesday in the main gym, and we'll play conference rival St. Ignatius tomorrow on Thursday, also at home. They've had a nice 2 week break from their games since spring break. The last time probably many Caravan fans saw them play was against Jones College Prep, a big 2 set sweep that was broadcast by the Caravan Broadcast Network and was a very exciting matchup to watch. Where we got good win over a good public school, and hopefully continue broadcasting some matchups as they go into some conference play over the next couple of weeks, with Ignatius on Thursday, and then next week they'll go to Marmion Academy on Tuesday night to play them, and then they will play Montini Catholic next Thursday in a home matchup. Baseball had a pretty active and busy spring break. Still had to play many games over that time. They had a dominating 9-0 win against IC Catholic Prep. They won a doubleheader against St. Rita, and they beat Grays Lake Central, Aurora Central Catholic, and De La Salle all this week. They're on a really nice win streak right now, and I'm sure you're very happy about that after having a little bit of a slow start. They're starting to find some ground and really find their identity as a team. And we're going to need that momentum to continue as they play versus Kenwood tomorrow on Thursday. They play home with Flossmoor this Saturday before conference play officially begins next week with doubleheaders against Loyola Academy and against Providence Catholic next week. Looking for the baseball team to really continue their momentum because the Catholic League has some elite baseball teams this year, including Brother Rice, regarded by some as the best baseball team in the state this year, St. Lawrence, and DePaul College Prep, all formidable records that have turned in some really good results so far. But faith in our baseball team, faith in their improvement from last season, and excited to really play these rivals and prove Caravan baseball is legit this year. Let's talk about tennis, which my brother Bishop Daymond plays. They enjoyed a nice little spring break from practice, but they're back at it with 3 matches this week. They started off well yesterday with a win against Brooks College Prep, uh, and they faced some stiffer competition this week with Kenwood today at the Harold Washington Tennis Courts, and against conference rival and formidable opponent St. Ignatius College Prep. They have a really good program on Thursday at Excess Tennis, an indoor tennis facility. And excited to see how the tennis team can continue to generate momentum. I know guys like Dale Twine, uh, Angel Reyes, Logan Wagner, have all been working hard to try to play some of the best varsity tennis players in the Catholic League. Uh, so they've had success recently against teams such as Brooks and Aurora Central Catholic, where they got a team win in the last couple of weeks. So hopefully they can continue to have a good season with the upcoming matchups, and that the stiff competition will eventually prepare them for Catholic League championships. Now, for track and field, their Towner Classic Invitational at Hillcrest High School on April 10th was canceled, but a few days ago, on Saturday, April 19th, they were able to participate in the Kankakee K's Invite, where they finished 13th as a team, and had some pretty impressive event times. I'll list some of them here. Nicholas Evans ran a 12.47 in the 100 meters. Caleb Hopkins ran a 12.58 in the 100 meters. Tremaine Dockery ran a 23.51 in the 200 meters. Michael Valerio finished second place in the 400 meters, running a 50.30, a very impressive time. Gavin Lyons-Beck ran a 2:19 in the 800 meters. Dominic Mancilla ran a 5:19 in the 1600 meters, and T.J. Kolke ran a 5:20. Victor Fryer ran in uh, 18 seconds in the 110-meter hurdles and 43.37 in the 300-meter hurdles. Mount Carmel finished 8th in the 4x400 relay and 6th in the 800-meter relay. So some impressive times by our guys. And they have a busy week this week with several events, including the Wednesday Night Lights invite tonight. Montini Catholic, they go to St. Rita tomorrow for an invite, and they have Brother Rice relays after school, after walkathon on Friday. And water polo is coming towards the end of their season with just a couple weeks left, a couple games. It's been a solid season for the team with an 11-11 record, 2-4 in conference play. They have some non-Catholic League games before they go into some playoff action against Catholic League opponents in the next couple of weeks. They'll play Bremen tomorrow on Thursday, Latin next Tuesday, Chicago University next Wednesday for senior night at the Cary Aquatic Center, and they will finish off the season the week after that at Andrew and Lincoln West. And finally, rugby, after having some matchups against St. Rita and Brother Rice, will play Marist at Barter Dowling this Friday at 7 p.m. If you're free and don't have plans and want to go catch some good rugby, come and support our rugby team, who only has a couple games left in their season. So that's about it for the spring sports. Very exciting time at Mount Carmel with Walkathon coming up. And excited to see how our spring sports can continue progressing over the next couple weeks, as some of them very soon will have some Catholic League championships, some playoff business to attend to. So let's just hope for a very good stretch for our Caravan Sports. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Signing off.